They just keep getting crazier, Ashley.
Ooh. Hoo, hoo, hoo. I've been real excited for you to watch this episode for so many reasons, but mainly because you were like, I really hope this bitch Marge gets hers.
She got hers all right.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I am Joel Sharpton, one half of the Articulate Coven, and this is a very special treat for you YouTubers and YouTube fans of ours. I appreciate you watching us, and I hope this isn't the only thing that you're watching. If this is the first time that you found us, cool. We mostly do Anne Rice stuff, although we talk a lot of Stephen King here as well. Check out the other videos. I talk Dark Shadows also. I do some Dark Shadows reactions. All of that and more at articulatecoven.com. This, though, is our coverage of Welcome to Derry. It was a Patreon exclusive. We did episode by episode breakdowns of Welcome to Derry season 1, and we'll cover chapter 2 in the future. We also, though, talked about the It movies, the new part 1 and part 2, and we've now covered the It miniseries from the 90s as well. Patrons have all of that already. They've been enjoying it week by week as we've been covering it and releasing them. However, they also begged us, hey, Welcome to Derry is really popular. I think some new people might find you and join the Coven, and we're all for cool people joining the clubhouse. So, since our patrons wanted us to do it, we want to do it for you too. We're dropping these week by week on YouTube. I hope you enjoy them. And if you enjoy them enough, you can go get them early and ad-free and more often. articulatecoven.com/join. Welcome to Articulate Coven Afterlife. This is your patron-only segment where we are currently discussing Welcome to Derry. Tonight, it's episode 4. We are your hosts. I'm Joel.
I'm Ashley.
But you know that already because you've already listened to an episode of the Articulate Coven. I just do like to slate still because it brings us into this thing like a real show. Man, okay, what an episode just all over. What a series they've built here. And genuinely, I know we've talked about it in a few different places in a few different ways.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that Warner Brothers is going through this period with Zaslav at the head, cutting spending left and right, canceling projects, shit canning projects that are already completed even as tax write-off. And yet, like, this series is weird. It's violent. It's saying something. It's got political commentary throughout it, like racial commentary.
Not even shy about it either.
Fucking impressive. Impressive. And a good example of what we stood to lose if Paramount were allowed to be the winner of this bidding war for Warner Brothers. Genuinely. Netflix owning it is not a great result in my opinion, but there were worse universes than these.
There were worse eventualities that could have happened. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, open of this episode, I am just reminded, I love this downtown. Derry feels real and consistent across these films and this TV universe.
I'll say I feel like Derry even feels the same in the miniseries from the 90s.
Yeah, largely, yes.
A lot of, like, everything kind of looks the same, sort of feels the same.
Well, and part of that is because King has done such a good job on the page, right? There was a lot for production designers and directors to draw from where you don't have, and also you literally, like, he's building a world that he's personally inhabiting in reality. So, like, you literally have to go to his hometown and, like, drive around. And it's like, oh, okay, this is what he wanted to do. But they do a great job of maintaining that across the series and the movies too. So, Ashley, I don't know why I was surprised, but of course the photos didn't work. The grown-ups were never going to see them.
No. Or believe what they were seeing, even when they see them. You know, like, they're not...
Okay. The clown is visible, even when none of the other things are. So, first and foremost, I asked myself 2 questions. The first question is, are the images not there in reality, or are the grown-ups barred from seeing them by this general malaise and fog of, you know,
Derry.
nothing's going on that Derry does to adults? I'm not sure which. The fact that the clown shows up, though, makes me wonder if there really isn't anything on the photos. The kids can see it because it fucks with them and it doesn't fuck with the adults in the same way. Except the clown maybe not it. What if the clown's not actually it? What if the clown is something else? And that because here's like, it doesn't exactly look like it. It does look like that little girl clown from the 1908 storyline, which we now know is very connected to the show. Anyway, I don't know. It's got me interested. Hey, okay. Somebody asked about the intro, and they said specifically, please talk about the intro to Welcome to Derry, which I had said I had covered my eyes through the first time, and in I think the third episode, I literally just skipped the intro. But
yeah, I have been skipping it after the first couple of times I watched it because that music gets stuck in my head.
I suffered through it this time. Okay, first of all, that music is the start. It's called A Smile and a Ribbon by Patience and Prudence.
It's awesome.
And it is just as creepy as it sounds. Honestly, there are multiple TikTok and Instagram accounts that are set up to do this, where they play some song from the 30s or the 40s, especially. Seems like the 30s and the 40s were a real ripe time period for weird ass music. That either is like double entendre or like, I don't know what the intent with this one is exactly. Like how?
Well, I'm sure it's a cutesy little song if you're not, I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It feels like, and again, not to make everything politics, but who were the little trumpettes or whatever, the 3 little girls or 4 little girls that he had come sing at his rallies last time? Do you remember this? They would sing like America the Beautiful or some shit like that. Anyway, they all wore little like gymnastic outfits. This is giving all sorts of creepiness. Just the music. I went and listened to it on YouTube so I could actually listen to the song
without
and not
the images.
Watch. Yeah, it doesn't help. It doesn't help is my point. Okay, we see the Paul Bunyan statue.
Yeah,
which again, consistent across the movies and the TV shows. Very cool.
Fuck that guy.
A family on a picnic. But even from there, one of the kids is looking past mom and dad and dinner to the Paul Bunyan statue, it seems like maybe he's like
something that's fucking wrong with it because I'm a kid and I can see the shit that's fucked up. Meanwhile, mom and dad are over here having a fucking picnic.
So then we zoom past another image and it's a kid staring into the sewer while we also see flyers of missing children. We get this great New England wooden covered bridge, which we see in the show at some point too. But there are kids jumping off the bridge in their underwear into the river, very reminiscent of the quarry scene in the movies. But one of these kids is being enticed into the sewer by a tentacled, yellow-eyed menace holding a lollipop. We see a kid getting a lobotomy while he screams at Juniper Hill. He's at the Juniper Hill sanitarium.
Yeah.
We see the house on Neibolt Street with a family photo being taken in the front. But again, one of the kids is not paying attention. He's watching over his shoulder, a yellow-eyed menace in the window. Meanwhile, the entire house is surrounded by an atomic cloud as a red balloon rises above the city into the sky. Okay, we zoom out from that. And this is, I think, my favorite part of the whole thing, though. So that Neibolt Street scene is in this apocalyptic explosion. But we zoom out from that and it's a projected image in a classroom where the teacher is explaining to everybody this object lesson while the whole class ducks and covers.
Yeah. It's so grim.
And there's a clown hand running the projector, Ashley, in the back of the classroom too. Then we're through a windshield and we're watching the end of a shootout with the townfolk of Derry and these would-be Dillingers that we heard about in last episode. And Pennywise
Bradley
is hanging
gang.
off of a building and firing a machine gun at the gangsters. Okay, then we get the Ironworks Easter explosion and all of those images combined. All of those things, we're zooming out this whole time effectively and we realize this is just a postcard. And it says, Welcome to Derry.
Welcome to Derry.
Those names, those images are all inside the name Derry. Very, very cool intro. Scary as fuck. I'm not going to watch it anymore. So thank you.
Oh, it's so grim and gross. And just steady gets more and more fucked up as you go along. I love it.
So I love that young Hanlon immediately suggests we need to find out if this has happened before. The fucking Hanlons know we got to learn our history. If you don't learn history, Ashley, what happens?
You're doomed to repeat it.
It's so fucking true. It's so fucking true.
Especially this shit, it's got a cycle. You know what I mean? Like it's got a discernible cycle.
Yeah, it's not abstraction at all. You actually have to know your history or you are doomed to repeat it. So Rose and Mrs. Hanlon visit, and Rose doesn't exactly say, yes, it's evil here, but she doesn't say, no, it's not evil here.
Yeah. This is going to be a good best girlfriend to have in this town, Mrs. Hanlon. I support this friendship. I say, hurrah.
Yeah.
We like to see ladies supporting ladies.
So Halloran and his boys get their club, but Halloran already has a bad feeling about this place. You can see it in his eyes.
Yeah. That shine, she shines.
Turtle Watch, ladies and gentlemen. Turtle Watch. Okay, so I thought Bert the Turtle shows up in episode 1, and I thought he was the mascot for the school. He's not. Bert the Turtle is a real world thing. Bert the Turtle. These videos are real.
Are they the actual real videos?
I think this is one of the real videos. Yeah, the dialogue, the narration may be different, but I think this is a real cartoon.
I thought it was real stupid when I was a kid that we would have these tornado drills where we would go out into the hallways and duck our heads and under our hands and protect ourselves, blah, blah, blah. Turns out they wanted kids to sit under their desk with a notebook to avoid the nuclear fallout. I would have just laughed openly at that.
I mean, I guess when you're in, like, these kids are like 11, 12 years old, most of them probably.
Like, my mom remembers this shit when she was in, like, first grade.
Yeah,
like, that was around,
my mom said the same thing.
Like, around 63, she was in first grade.
And I mean, I guess they do tell you, like, if you're in a tornado, like, go in the hallway, get in the bathtub and put a mattress over you or whatever. But, like, I don't know. They also tell you in an airplane crash to put your head between your legs. It's mostly so you can kiss your ass goodbye. But I don't know, man.
I was about to be so grim. Never mind.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, the turtle. Okay, so the turtle says duck and cover as the kids watch this propaganda video about the nuclear war, which I loved. Mrs. Hanlon is the one parent that's not up their own ass, by the way. Like everybody else.
She is like, yes, ma'am. This woman, number one, gets shit done. You could see why she got arrested in Shreveport.
Yes.
Number two, she does not take no for an answer, which I also love. She has the audacity, and I am here to support it.
Well, and she's also not clouded by, I should give Daddy Hanlon a little more credit, I guess, because he's literally actively fighting this monster and doesn't think about the fact that his children might be fighting it too.
Yeah, he's having a really unusual experience with it as an adult. Like, most people do not see through it, see past it. You know what I mean? Like, so he's, and I guess it is because of the fear thing, but like, he's afraid, you know, like he's fucking afraid, you know, like.
Well, especially by the end of this episode, he does understand. By the end of this episode, he understands that his children, his son and his wife are in it as well. And his son's friends are in it, you know. Okay. So Mrs. Hanlon, though, tells Daddy that Junior's being weird because there's a girl.
Yeah.
And I loved so much that his first question, which he never fully asks, but he says, is she, you know, and what he is not saying out loud, what he never actually asks, but he is asking is the girl black?
Mm-hmm.
Ashley, it's not racism from Daddy. It's fear because of what it would mean for his son to be attracted to a non-black woman at this time, a non-black girl at this time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. More on that later.
I was going to say, it's such excellent storytelling that they lay this seed in the Hanlon storyline and then actually pay it off in a different place, right?
Yeah.
Like, or at least pay it off first in a different place, I should say. Okay, so you're fly fishing and you're not going to bring the spares down to the bank at least? Like, I could understand not having them in the middle of the river with you, but they're not on the bank at least, Ashley? Why would they still be in the trunk?
For the plot?
I
They did
mean,
it for the
yeah,
plot?
yeah. Okay. You and I know damn well this boy was about to be attacked, though, as soon as Daddy walked off. They're in the water, and I'm like, water is dangerous in Derry.
It is, and you don't wanna be, hip deep in it alone, after you've already seen some scary shit in the cemetery.
So it's so interesting the way that it appears here. He's Daddy, but all burnt up.
Burned. Mhm.
And he's dragging him under the water, and he says, "You'll burn too." And what we know is that Daddy Hanlon doesn't burn. In fact, Daddy Hanlon raises grandson Hanlon, but that young Hanlon here will, in fact, end up dying, burn up. Man, I love what this show is doing with these stories.
There's
Like, it's very impressive.
I'm hearing it, like, when I hear people talk about not liking it, they're saying things like, "This is all stuff that's not in the books." It's stuff that's in the book, like, it is in the book, it's just in a different way than you think it is, you know what I mean? I I I think there's so much fun and depth in this. It is wild to watch as a Stephen King fan. It's like reading any new book that you read of his, any book you read of his. I'm always watching for his own Easter eggs that he puts in. And this is a show of Easter eggs.
I mean, I know there's a couple more episodes out now as we're recording this that I have not seen yet, but 4 episodes in, I am thinking to myself genuinely, from the amount of people that I see online writing some version of, oh, they're changing it canon or whatever. I feel similar to what happened when the Interview with the Vampire TV series came out.
Yeah, it's
and
very
people were
similar
like,
feeling.
how could they? And I'm like, oh, lots more people than I thought are skimming these books and not actually reading them, it turns out.
Right. Or maybe read them like once, but
maybe
that's still
20
their
years
favorite
ago.
and it's still their favorite fucking book. It's the best, but they don't read like we're reading them, I've read it cover to cover at least 5 times, at least,
Yeah, I don't know that I've done it 5 times. I would say at least 3 times for me, probably 4, and the most recent time was just last year. Like, you just finished it recently,
I just
right?
finished it a couple months ago. Yeah. I did the audiobook.
It's such a great story. And again, they're telling more and more of it. It's great. Hey, we get our first red balloon here. And I was unsure at first whether Daddy sees it, but it is clear that he does.
He does.
Because of the way that he reacts to it later. Yeah.
He sees this shit. He's seeing this stuff in a way that other adults don't see it. And I think that that's a really interesting part of his character. He immediately is like, he's not like, oh, he must have tripped in the creek and almost drowned. He's like, no, someone attacked my kid in that water. And he said it was fucking me, it's just really interesting that he's like the one adult that is hyper aware of it now.
Yeah, particularly because he is inoculated it from it in some way. Like,
I don't think he fears. I don't think he fears it. He fears his actions that can result because of it.
Yes, and I think he fears the fact that it is this thing that he doesn't understand is in fact happening to those around him. Like, it's going to and is affecting those around him.
It's not just the military. It's not just this mission. No. It's like literally this thing is insidious and we're surrounded by it.
So man, I knew it was going to be trouble when Mrs. Hanlon goes to see Chief Bowers. But like, first of all, Mr. Hanlon's sidekick sees her, and so she's going to get ratted on too. But also, like, I knew it's not going to do any good. Like, whatever you think you're going to get out of this, this isn't going to go as well as you think it's going to go.
But part of it is establishing, hey, look, I'm not going to let you railroad this guy, even if this isn't, like, it's kind of like you have to speak up so that other people hear you speaking up. You know what I mean? So I think that
Yeah.
that's a big part of this is this push. It's like she's like, no, I'm not going to allow this man to be railroaded by these racist fucks in this town.
Is this I don't have a note here about it, but is this where she says I'm going to call MLK and JFK and RAFK
Yep.
and a bunch of
And
other
of all the FKs you can
FKs?
imagine. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
That's so good. Okay, here's in my notes. I say, what white woman is secretly banging Hank Grogan? I'm convinced now that's why he won't say what he was doing the night that this all happened. And we end up finding that that's the case. But I do love the fact that hinted storyline with young Hanlon
Mhm.
actually pays off here,
Yeah.
and it's what's happening with Hank Grogan. But think about that though. Misogyny, not misogyny, misogyny, is that what they called it? What miscegenation, is that what they called it when you, anyway, racially integrated romance
Mm.
was a sin and a crime worse than murdering 4 white children for Hank Grogan. And that's why he's like, nope, I didn't do nothing, nobody saw me do nothing, wasn't me, you can't prove nothing. They're
Yeah.
gonna
He
hang
knows the
him.
consequences are way
Yeah.
worse for the other.
Yeah, they're going to hang him for killing these kids, even though he didn't do it. But they would tear him apart in the streets, burn down his grandmother's house or his mother's house
Mhm. Yeah.
if they thought he had
Maybe
sex
even
with a
kill
white
his
woman.
daughter.
Also, they'd kill the white woman probably too, right? Or at least beat the hell out of her, you know.
I don't know about all that. Sometimes we get away with more than we should.
That's a good point, especially if the white woman said, "Well, he raped me, of course."
Right. Or if she's
You
in a
know,
position of any sort of authority or anyway.
yeah. Anyway, great storyline though. Like, I mean, not a great storyline. I'm sad that this was a part of our history that we ever have to
Right.
deal with.
But it's a
But
great and it's
this is
very speaks
good
to the times.
to draw
Absolutely.
this in. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Grandma shows up to tell Dick Halloran, "You in danger, girl."
Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm. And
I
when
don't
you're
think
dead
Grandma.
when grandma speaks to you, ladies and gentlemen, you should listen. You get
I I don't think that this is it in any way. By the
Oh,
way,
no, I don't think so. I
we've
don't
seen
think so
it
either.
interacting with Halloran, but I
No.
think this is Grandma telling Halloran,
Yeah, this
"You're in
is
trouble.
and she even says, like,
Keep the lid
keep the
on
lid
tight."
on that. Keep the lid on tight. She knows exactly what she's talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Many people have pointed to the comparisons between this series, and I think we've already mentioned it, with Stranger Things.
Mhm.
But one of the things that is apparent, and I haven't watched later in the series, so I don't know where this is not spoilers, but from the very beginning, one of the things that is apparent is that whatever that institution, whatever that laboratory was doing with 11 and probably others as far as mental experimentation,
Mhm.
is the reason why the evil shows up. The evil is drawn to the shine, right? They don't
Right.
call it that, and it's not the same thing. But Halloran plumbing the depths in Derry is only making it more interested in who the fuck and what the fuck Halloran is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you're a threat. He's a threat because he's powerful. Like he may not know how powerful he is or what it is or why it is, but like he is powerful.
Uh, okay. You're saying he wants to eat us? It's just a theory. It's a terrible theory.
I
I thought
love
that
it
was a
though.
cute
It's
little
so right.
interaction. Fear hormones, though. Hanlon comes up with the idea that maybe there are predators that are attracted to fear hormones. They like the taste of prey that has been
Mhm.
fearful. And that is something that they've developed over time. And so maybe that's actually what he likes, which we, book readers, film watchers, know that is, in fact, he don't even eat them all the time.
And
Sometimes he just feeds off the fear.
he just nums.
Yeah. There's so much of it to be had. Okay. I giggled at first when Lily steals a bunch of mommy's little helpers to give all the kids
Oh
so
my
they can avoid the fear.
god. Oh, I thought this was so horrifying and it made me so scared for them on so many levels.
You're right. Okay, first of all, it does, and we've talked about this in other like movie nights and things in the past. It really is crazy when we think about the level of narcotics that we just like passed out to human beings on a regular basis.
As we
in
know,
former
laudanum
decades.
is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, right.
You used to be able to get that over the counter, kids.
Okay, though, this makes me think about, and I think it's like Nightmare on Elm Street 4. It's the Dream Warriors one.
Mhm.
But don't they do some things to both keep them from sleeping and then also to purposely go to sleep or whatever? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
This makes me think of that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Uppers and downers to manipulate when they need in and out of things. Yeah. Also just like, oh, I mean, how desperate they are to try to figure this out and like how creative and like, I mean, you know, she says every time she takes one, all of her troubles just melt away.
So Marge is at the lunch table with the Patties and is, we realize, about to be sent on a kamikaze mission of subterfuge for our poor Lily. And my note says, fuck Marge. She sits down with Lily and she says, after everything you've been through this year, you deserve it. So she's going to make Lily go and make a pass at this dude who is already set up specifically to embarrass Lily in
To
front of the whole
embarrass
school.
the shit out of her in front of the whole school. Because that's
Again,
what
I
this
say,
mentally unstable girl needs.
fuck Marge. Again, I say, just one more time.
Fuck Marge.
Okay. She says, I can't believe Tim likes me. Well, yeah, I need to tell you something. I am, well, truth is, Marge. Okay, what's wrong? What? Oh, okay.
It's a bathroom
Yes.
scene.
This is a bathroom scene where it all goes wrong. Okay, so first of all, Marge is on the outside of this stall, and you think like maybe she's going to turn around and actually say the right thing.
Right.
And then her eyes start this process. This is some of the most fucked up imagery we've seen in the show, and we have seen some fucked up imagery. But he won't even, by the way, I keep saying Andy Machete. He's not Machete, he's Muschietti is the name here. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But he won't even let us alone with just the eye terror that we get here. He also drops the mommy's little helper into the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
Ashley.
Yeah.
Taking a mommy's little helper out of the school toilet that's a fucking move, man.
I fished my cell phone out of a toilet at one of the treasure aisles on Urban Street in New Orleans one time.
Oh God, I think that's just a lost
home of the hand grenade. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever done. And I think that it's right next to the mommy's little helper in the junior high school toilet.
Listen, I'm a shy pooper. I didn't use the toilets in high school, let alone would I have taken a pill from out of one? In what universe? Oh my God, this girl. Oh my God. But Ashley, again, it's like, okay, fine. You don't have time to worry about the toilet pill.
Because Marge is losing it.
What they do to Marge here, I mean, like, I've said fuck Marge a lot, so I guess I'm going to stick with it and say Marge got what she deserved, I guess. But this is fucking nuts.
It is.
What they have her do. Like,
it's crazy.
Woo! And then for it to all be set up so that it looks like Lily
did it. Be like fucking gouge this girl's eye out. Oh my God.
Like
when she jumped up on that saw, I was like, oh God, no. Oh my God.
And I mean, listen, I think I have given this young actor her flowers once already for what a cunt she has played so far. She plays this scene terrifically too. The verve with which she attacks this problem that she is facing. It's impressive.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Well, that's like her. She makes a brash decision she thinks is going to have the result she wants and goes for it.
Oh man.
It's intense. And poor Lily just screaming for her to stop, like.
So Leroy Hanlon hears his son screaming because he's seen something in the bushes as he was using the telescope. Oh, and someone is at my driveway, I think. That's why my dog
Someone's
is
in your
going
bushes,
crazy.
Joel.
Yeah, somebody's in my bushes. It's not a clown.
Better not be.
It's not a clown.
Fuck you, clown.
So I love, though, that Leroy just like rushes out there to find out who's watching his boy. He's just going to find him in the street. He doesn't find anybody. He does find a balloon, though, in the tree.
Beep, beep.
I love this. One of the kids, and I don't know who, I just have this question written down. What do you have us chasing?
Right. Oh, no, that's Hanlon asked that.
Oh,
He
that's
goes to
right.
the-
Hanlon
he's-
asked it to the chief.
He's like, what the fuck are we looking for? Because this is crazy shit.
That's right. Okay, and so that's when, again, I love it's like layers on layers on layers, right? Like I say chief, the lieutenant, the captain, whatever he is, the head guy in charge of this base.
Mm-hmm.
He takes Hanlon one more layer down,
Mm-hmm.
and he says he refuses to answer our questions. So Airman Halloran's going to answer them for us. And we get to watch Taniel. It's I thought it was Daniel, but the captions
Taniel.
have it's Taniel. Taniel. God, I'm so sorry about this, Dick says before he starts.
Oh.
Okay. Great flashback here. The young actor that plays young Taniel is very good too. We see a lot of this cool stuff here. So this is we learn about the Galoo, the legend of the Galoo. We get the history of it and the Shokapiwa people. I say the Shokapiwa. Our leader here, Rose, does not actually mention the Shokapiwa. She mentions like the children of Maturin or something like that. But I think that is like a council within the Shoka. I think it's still the Shokapiwa. Yeah. I think the children of Maturin are the group that know about what is actually going on, not just the broader legend. Yeah. Okay. The fact that we're getting this all through like mind-raped memories is not great, but I do love this download that we get here.
I do too. I knew you'd love this part.
Turtle Watch, by the way, one of the 13 shards. So there are 13 shards of this star that the Shokapiwa people take, and they're going to bury in a ring and bind the entity into this one location. Brilliant plan, by the way.
Great.
I'm all for it. Yeah. Because otherwise we get kaiju it, right? Like it storms New York City, and
oh my God,
it's a big problem.
There's a lot of sewers there for the clowns to hang out in.
So, but one of the 13 shards, though, we see it being put into a turtle shell before it's buried, which I loved. Okay. Our people made a promise to guard the pillars. And I immediately went, pillars, you say?
Pillars,
that serve a beam, perhaps? Okay. They don't mention the beam, but it is a really cool image. They bury the shards and they light a fire above the shards. And so you get this giant ring of smoke where you see the barrier that it is going to be locked into. I do wonder, though, the army's been digging up these fucking shards, I think, Ashley, right? That's a problem.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for, these pillars. One of the things they're looking for.
Man, this moment when Taniel's telling his story and then suddenly Grandma goes blank because Dick Halloran is playing Freddy Krueger to Taniel, I was like, it was so fucking frightening, by the way, and the way he smiles is so terrifying. Again, I'll say, the shine ain't good inherently. The shine is just powerful.
Yeah.
Like, the difference between Dick Halloran or Danny Torrance in Dr. Sleep and our psychic vampire, Rose the Hat in Dr. Sleep, it's a thin line is my point, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, that is part of the whole point.
Yes. Which makes this the fact that this is all like our theoretical good guy or one of our good guys is mind raping this kid. Like, again, it's like nobody gets out of this thing
unscathed.
Yeah, unscathed. Exactly.
Clean. Exactly. You're not getting out of this clean. But Derry does that to people.
Where does Taniel point him, though? Taniel says, you got to go where? Neibolt Street, of course. Of
Everyone's
fucking course.
favorite address.
Okay, really good native singing. I want to call it out to end the episode over the credits. We get some great chanting that is very tight. Good call on the part of the creators here.
That was a
it's
crazy
complicated.
episode.
King uses native burial grounds, I think, far too often in his writing, and I don't think that he's done a great job of being culturally sensitive with it as a general rule.
No.
However, I do think, as a general rule, his heart's in the right place in that what he is trying to point to often is that one of the many evils that we have to pay for as a society and a people is the harm that we've done to the Native Americans. So, like,
yeah, real talk.
And not just us, but that's indigenous peoples worldwide, right? Like, it's a similar story for the Aborigines in Australia and et cetera, right? Like,
absolutely.
The fucking Hawaiians. I think about the Hawaii, like, we just took their fucking country. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
We white people real hard down there.
We white people real hard. Like, that's the history, basically. Is like, well, and then we white people real hard. And you can go back a long time. We've been white people in real hard.
Yeah.
It's not a recent phenomenon. It's my point.
No.
Anyway.
No. It's not fresh news.
This show's so fucking good, Ash.
It is.
It's so good, man.
I'm having so much fun watching it. It is a fucking wild, scary, creepy ride, and I am here for it.
I am really, really thankful that our patrons made this so possible for us to cover in an in-depth way like this, because otherwise it wouldn't have made much sense. But I'm so glad that we get to talk about it.
Right. It would have been hard to, like, shoehorn this into our season with everything we've got going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so I looked at the scheduling the other day. I haven't really talked about this on the show yet, but, like, we're trying to do Prince Lestat and a full rewatch of Interview with the Vampire before the Vampire Lestat comes out. And y'all, that's a lot of episodes and there ain't that much time. So anyway, we wouldn't have had time to do this otherwise. Thank you for letting it happen. I'm really enjoying it. Looking forward to episode 5. All right. There you go. Y'all go watch episode 5 too, and we'll come back and chit chat about it. Until the next time, we've been your hosts. I'm Joel.
I'm Ashley.
And this is the Articulate Coven Afterlife. Once we've finished Welcome to Derry, which we already have now, we're going to be talking about Stranger Things in a single episode, just because it's not really our bag, but it does have a lot of Stephen King connections. We're also going to be talking about the series Castle Rock from Hulu. We're going to be talking about heated rivalries in the future. That is very much in line with our vampire fans. We talk about Interview with the Vampire, which is soon to be the Vampire Lestat from AMC and AMC Plus. You can get all of it and early and ad-free, like I said, articulatecoven.com/join. But if you've just found us, there's a whole bunch of it to enjoy right here already for you. Thanks for watching these videos, and stay tuned because there's more of them coming.